What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Justyce, aka Specialist Gold, and I'm a gospel preaching content creator here on YouTube. I do content to help Christians get through the struggles of life using only scripture, and I also give Christian advice to military personnel. So before we begin, hit that subscribe button because you know you want more videos like this and it helps the channel get out there. And let's jump into 20 questions about basic training. So I've gotten asked a lot of different questions, so I figured why not just put them in a video so that everyone can find it if they need. So today we're going to be talking about 20 different questions, all tied into basic training, from food, pay, experience, drill sergeants, you name it, I'm going to answer some. So if you do have any questions that I don't mention in this video, go ahead and drop them in the comment section below. I would love to answer them or get answers for you. So let's begin. Number 1, what would food be like in basic training? To be honest, it's not that bad. You get 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and you usually get a protein with everything, a vegetable, and a starch. Most of the time when you are out in the field and you don't have a cafeteria, of course, you will not be getting hot meals. You will be getting MREs, meals ready to eat. Good luck. Do not eat the gum. I did, and those are laxatives. I repeat, do not eat the gum. So MREs are, I wasn't gonna say old, but I'm trying to hold your guys' stomachs. Is it freeze dried or just dried? It's food packaged up for you to eat later on. Yeah, so those do not taste great, but to be honest, you get used to it, and eventually you want to switch out certain things in your MRE packet for other people. You will get in trouble to do that, but I did it a lot. And they have snacks in them too. You can get Skittles sometimes. You can get calcium bars. Those are fire. You can get lemon bars. I'm just saying, it's not too bad out there, but you're desperate to eat anyway, so it doesn't really matter what it tastes like. Plus, time-wise, you technically have time to eat. If you're not the first person to sit down and the last person to sit down, most of the time you inhale your food anyways, so it doesn't really matter what it tastes like. Number 2, can you bring your phone? Of course you can bring your phone, and you need to bring your phone. Bring a charger and have it fully charged. When you get there, you're gonna have to turn it off and give it to the drill sergeants in the first place after you call your family and say that you made it. This varies from what basic training place you're at. Some people get their phones on Sundays for an hour, 2 hours, half the day. Some people don't get it at all. So I can't really tell you that much, but yes, bring your phone. You can use it when you get to AIT, which is after your basic training. But I say charge it because if you do have time on Sundays to use your phone, there's only like 3 to 4 different outlets, and if your phone is dying, everyone is trying to fight for that one outlet, and some people don't get that chance to talk to their family. So have it charged, bring your phone, bring a phone charger, and don't expect to be on the phone all the time until you get word that you can. Number 3, what can you take with you to basic training? Bring your ID cards, bring your bank account information. If you have prescription medication, bring that with you. Bring your glasses. Contacts you're not allowed to use. They will give you, they're called BCGs, birth control glasses, because they're apparently ugly, but they're not as ugly as they used to be. But we all have uniform glasses, so either way, contacts don't really matter. You're gonna be wearing glasses that they give you with your prescription. Small hygiene items like a travel size toothbrush, travel size deodorant. You don't need big stuff because that will get confiscated. And what about clothes? You're gonna be wearing PT clothes in the first place. When you first get to reception, which is right before your basic training, of course, bring bras, underwear, boxers if you're a guy watching this, but pack very, very, very light, like 1 pair of clothes, because you're going to be wearing PT clothes and then of course your OCPs, so clothes don't really matter. What not to take with you to basic training: do not take mouthwash that has alcohol in it. You might as well not take it at all because you will go to the commissary and get all these things, but nothing with alcohol. Do not bring any snacks, either way it'll get confiscated. Don't bring a big Bible. If you're bringing a Bible, it needs to be travel sized. And I forgot to mention, bring cash. You never know what could happen to a debit card. Number 4, how much sleep you get. You get about 5 to 6 hours of sleep. Not too bad. The first week you are pretty much sleep deprived because drill sergeants are coming in. They're trying to break you out of your normal habits. But after that, either way, you get used to it. It's not too bad. Number 5, can you wear jewelry and makeup? No. The only exception is a religious necklace and a wedding band ring. Band, not your actual metal ring. For the religious necklace, it cannot be sharp. Honestly, just do wood. If you have anything that's wood, if it is metal, it needs to be really small, but your safest bet is a small wooden cross. For the chain, preferably not even a metal chain. Some people did it and some people didn't get it confiscated. Some people did. I had a small metal cross chain. It did not get confiscated. It's kind of 50-50 on where you're at. Your safest bet is most likely a small rope chain with a wooden cross or a wooden emblem. Number 6, do you get paid in basic training? Yes, you do. So you usually get a prepaid card so that you're not spending your cash all the time. You won't be able to use your cash. But whatever you're getting paid in basic training, which is based off your rank when you go in, I went in as a E1, so I'm going as an E1 or simply a fuzzy, which is no rank at all. Usually you get E1 if you have college credits. And I don't remember exactly how many times you get to go to the commissary. It's either weekly or bi-weekly. I'm pretty sure it's bi-weekly. You go to the commissary and you stock up on anything that you need, from hair gel, underwear, deodorant, pens, you name it. I promise you they have it there. And it's a prepaid card. All your money is loaded on there. How much do you get paid? Not sure. We were never able to check our bank account. At least I didn't. Most of my friends didn't. If you have a secret and you know how to do that, then you can. But we didn't really care because it's not like we're spending it anyways. But yes, you get paid in basic training. Number 7, are you able to go to church on Sundays? Yes, you are. Sundays, there is a church service. I don't remember the times, but you will all be able to. For those who don't want to go to church, which you should, you at least have time for personal time, reflection time, which is you're staying in the bays and you're pretty much reading or just laying down, taking a nap, whatever you want. Number 8, how long are the runs? You start off about 1 to 3 miles. Eventually you start getting into battalion runs, which could be 5 to 6 miles. This also includes the ruck marches. You first start off with a 1 mile, and then you kind of grow up 2 to 4. I'm not gonna spoil it, I say it in my other videos. The last ruck march, which is the forge, you gonna get some miles in. I bet you that. Number 9, what happens if you fail the PT tests? So you get recycled into a remedial camp. And I don't like to call it this, but they call it fat camp. It's pretty much a whole nother section. You're not even in your basic training bay or your group anymore. You're with completely new people in a different area. And I don't even know what they do over there, to be so honest, because I didn't go there. But it's a different remedial course that you do with them. And I'm pretty sure you graduate after us, just based on when you finish your remedial actions with them and then come back to basic training. And it was like a block or 2 away. So it's not like you're going to a whole nother city. Number 10, what is the gas chamber like? It's all right. It burns. To be honest, it affects everybody different. For me, it burned my neck and it burned my throat. Definitely burned my eyes and I was coughing. To be so honest, I went through police academy and we had to do OC spray, and OC spray took me out 165 million billion thousands of times more than the gas chamber. So you will be fine. It sucks, it burns, but embrace the suck. They make you sing the army song, say the soldier's creed while you're in there, so they know that you're actually taking in gas in the gas chamber and not just faking it. And then I think you jog around like a circle and then you're done. You go outside. Number 11, do drill sergeants know your name? Personally, I mean, they might know your name, but they're never gonna call you by your name. They're going to call you trainee. Trainee! You will hear that all the time. It's very annoying. You gotta get used to it, but you will almost never be called by your actual name, your last name, unless they are specifically telling you something to do. Number 12, I'm kind of losing track of what my numbers are, so I'm just gonna keep on going. If I mess up, sorry. What happens if you mess up in basic training? You get corrective action. They don't want it to be called a smoke session anymore. I guess that hurt people's feelings. You get smoked, which you're doing a whole lot of workouts. This can look from you're doing a lot of push-ups, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 push-ups. This could look like running around the block. This could look like running to the fence. This could look like V-ups, you name it, but it's going to most likely be a workout. But what matters most is if you personally mess up, if one person messes up, your entire group is going to get smoked for it, or the person that you're with, if it's just you and your battle buddy. Everyone gets smoked. So it doesn't matter. I've gotten so many people smoked. Everybody corrective actioned. Everybody gets in trouble. But my tip to you is whenever you do get in trouble, what matters is your attitude. What is your attitude towards it? Just do what the drill sergeants say. Don't fight back. Don't but, because either way, you're wrong. Drill sergeants are right. So just keep quiet, do what you're told. Number 13, I think I'm on. What happens if you get hurt or if you get sick? They have what's called sick call on base. Is pretty much a nurse's station where your actual bays are at. You can go down there, they can give you medicine, give you a sick slip, whatever it is, they'll take care of it for you there. Now, if you really get hurt, like you sprain your ankle, or we had a guy where his appendix bursted, you get recycled until you heal, meaning you don't graduate on time anymore. Whenever you're healed and you're fine, you still stay in the base. You still stay in the bays. You do not leave basic training. You're not just kicked out unless it's severe. But you most likely just get recycled, and then when you are healed, you either start basic training over or you finish where you were at, which you most likely started over again. So they say don't go to sick call. It's kind of a hit or miss because you can start your disability packet if you have record that you were hurt in basic training. Yet again, try not to get recycled. And that was one thing. I got hurt really bad. My back is very bad from basic training. There's a lot of stuff that happened to me out there because I was just a weakling going into it, and I didn't want to say anything to sick call. During the forge, I went out in the field, I laid down in a bunch of poison ivy. It was horrible, and I didn't say anything because I did not want to get recycled. I wanted to finish it. And it's like, I'm glad because I graduated, I toughened up, it is what it is. But yet again, I could have had a packet started all the way from 5 years ago. So do what you will with that information. Number 14, what to do for graduation. I don't really know how to describe that because you kind of just graduate. I do know the day before graduation, you have family day where you're able to communicate with your family to come down and they can see where your bay is at. They can talk to other people, talk to the drill sergeants. It's kind of a fun day right before graduation. And then of course, this is the whole week that you're practicing your formations, your movements for graduation. And then you graduate. But what I can answer is, what does the graduation look like from basic training and then suddenly going to AIT? Ours was immediate. We graduated one day, the next morning we were broken up in different sections and we were literally sent to the buses to go to our AIT. It was that fast. Some people didn't because they were holdovers and they had to wait for, I don't know, a week or so. So again, I can't really answer that because it's based on your performance, it's based on where you're stationed at, it's based on a whole lot of other stuff. But usually it's pretty immediate from when you graduate basic to go to AIT. Number 15, what are the phases like in basic training? So it's really broken down into 3 phases. There's red, white, and blue. I think that's the exact order they have. The red phase is, I'm pretty sure, the first like 1 to 3 weeks. This is your shock phase. This is when your environment is new. You don't know what you're doing. Everyone's yelling at you. You hate your life. They hate you. Everything's horrible. You don't like anything. It's the shock phase. You're being woken up to the reality. And the drill sergeants are trying to break those down who don't really want to be there. Your next phase is your white phase, I'm pretty sure. If I have my phases wrong, I apologize. It's been a while since I've been to basic, but I'm pretty sure it is red, white, and blue. Your white phase is your middle phases, and this is your fundamental phase. In other words, your grind phase. You're building your fundamentals, you're learning all your tactics, you're learning how to endure everything. And your last weeks, your blue phase, is your victory phase. This is when you finally feel capable of what you've learned. You're totally comfortable with your routines and you are finally confident in being a soldier. Number 16, what can families send? It's very minimal in basic training. When you get to AIT, that kind of broadens up and they can send different things like snacks and stuff, but specifically basic training, stick to letters. Don't do any gifts. If you do send a Bible, make sure it's a very small Bible. You can send pictures. I'm gonna tell you right now, the drill sergeants go through everything that the trainee opens up. So make sure your pictures are actually good for other people to see. If you get what I'm saying. I think you mentioned cough drops. We had this weird thing in basic training where you couldn't have snacks. So we carried cough drops on us all the time and traded them. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure they can send cough drops for whatever reason. Number 17, do you have weekends off? No. You have kind of Sundays off, which is your church time and your personal time. But then after that, you do like workouts and stuff in the afternoon, but it's more relaxed. You're not necessarily learning. Saturdays, kind of an off time. You're most likely deep cleaning now. You're not really learning your basic training stuff, but now you're cleaning up the base, you're cleaning outside, you're picking weeds, you're staying active, but not doing basic training stuff. Number 18, do drill sergeants touch you? No, that is old basic training. They do not touch you anymore. They will get in your face. I've had literally spit go onto my lips because they're so close. But that's besides the point. No, they don't actually physically touch you anymore. They yell at you, but that's our job. That's our job. So people get offended because they're yelling. It's a couple months. It's okay. Number 19, how can you prepare for basic training? Just do it. Sorry, but there's really not a way to fully prepare. There's ways to mentally prepare, I guess, like studying scripture, knowing what you're getting into, talking to other people who did go to basic training or are veterans, physically working out, keeping healthy, eating healthy. But they kind of they do it for you. no matter how hard you try to make sure that you're ready for basic training, I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. You're not ready till you get into it. It's just a different environment. You're not used to it, so you don't really know what to expect until you're in it, but you'll be fine. Number 20, what is the best part of basic training? The victory scream. There's a lot of good memories, amazing memories. Nick at Night is awesome, and this is like they're shooting flares over your head. It's an obstacle course at nighttime. You have to army crawl under barbed wire, hop the fences. Like, it's a whole thing, but it is so much fun. But the victory scream is one of my favorites as well, because finally when you finish the last of everything, the forge, you got through all your marksmanship, you passed all the tests. This is right before you start practicing your graduation techniques. You all stand in a line and you're able to scream bloody murder, scream your head off one by one, and you get your first army patch, pretty much saying you made it, you are a soldier. And they stop calling you trainee, they call you soldier now. So it's an awesome experience because you really are looking at your arm really proud. When we all got patched, we all cried. Guys, females, we all cried. Like, we just did this. This is the hardest time of my life, and we completely killed that. On top of the scream, you find all that pent up energy that you had that you can't scream, you got it out. I could not talk really well for like 2 days because I kept screaming. I really kept screaming. You only need one scream, but I did a few, so who cares? Well, you guys, that is the end of the 20 questions. Again, if you have more questions, put them in the comments section below. I would love to answer them for you. So as that wraps up, if you want more Christian-based, this wasn't really Christian-based, but if you want Christian-based military content or even just Christian content all around, hit that subscribe button so it gets the channel out there and you don't miss another video like this. I really appreciate you guys watching and your support. Jesus loves you, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there, and God bless.